In this tutorial, we will be learning how to make an 808. So I'm going to grab a kick from my sample library. And I'm going to make sure that kick is at -12 decibels. See here, it reads out to -12. And now I'm going to find the pitch of that kick. And I'm going to drop an EQ on the channel and click this pi here to bring up the bigger menu. Now play the kick. And you can see it's a G. It's a G0. Now create another MIDI channel with Control-Shift-T and grab an operator. Drop that on the channel. And now insert a MIDI clip, Control-Shift-M. Drag out note, make it G0, and make sure it reads out to be -18. Now, you want to turn down the sustain and then turn up the decay. Next, you want to make it so it's a monophonic synth, so you click this tab here with time, tone, and volume, and then go over to the voices and click 1. That makes it so there's only one note playing at a time. Go back to your oscillator panel, click the waveform, and go to 16 because you don't really need the higher bands. And drop another EQ on there so you can see what you're doing. I'm gonna add a bit more harmonics so that the sub comes through on all different types of sound systems. To add some distortion to the higher end, I'm going to use erosion and turn up the amount to about 4-ish, depending on how much distortion you want. And now we're going to compress the sub to the kick using multi-band dynamics. So create another MIDI channel, make it now get an operator and turn the sustain down, and then turn the decay anywhere in between 50 and 80 milliseconds, and mute the channel, turn it all the way down to negative. Insert another MIDI clip. Now you can use that to send MIDI to the multiband. Click on this triangle here. It's going to open the side menu. You click sidechain and get your audio from the operator. Now click A for above, and that's going to compress anything in that band down volume. So now you turn this to 1 to -infinite and bring it down to 45 or 44. And it's going to compress the sub. In order to see what you're doing here, you can create an audio channel and record the sub and solo out that band. And this is what it looks like. So you can see that the sub is at 0, and then it grows to the volume it wants to be at. Without the compression, this is what it looks like. And then with it. Now, I'm gonna fatten up my kick a bit with a plugin that I have called Diablo by Somatics. And I'm gonna turn up the punch to 9-ish, turn the body up, turn some sizzle, gives it a little bit of white noise. I forgot to compress the mid band, but it doesn't need as much as the lower band. To 1, 2 in it. Take it down to like -27. Now you want to make sure that your volumes are set right again. So I'm going to set this to -11.9. That's going to give me -12. And then this to -3.7. It's going to give me 18. I feel like this is okay. Now I'm going to group the channels together and record. And now I'm going to record group 2. Okay, and I'm going to consolidate this by hitting Control J. We don't need the kick and the sub anymore. I'm going to delete those, and same with the operator for the sidechain. And I'm going to create another MIDI channel and put a sampler on there. Drag the audio into the sample here file. Drag the audio into the sampler. Now that you have the audio file in the sampler, click one shot, turn gate on, and then to make it so that it plays correctly on a keyboard, you want to transpose it to be a C. And I know that's 7 semitones from a G. So now set your channel here for -12 again. This channel, don't need it anymore. And to enable the glide for the kick, you click on the control panel, turn on glide, select however long you want it to be. Now you can pitch glide your 808 and play it any note on the keyboard